Hello and a warm welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay, and on today's edition, a tragedy hits K2 market as a fire occurs. Rules of engagement as soldiers are tasked on that in Borno State. And still in prison as a matter concerning incarceration is deliberated on. We begin in the southwest region of the country in Lagos State. Tragedy struck in the early hours of today as fire gutted parts of the K2 sawmill in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. Although no life was lost in the inferno, machinery worth millions of naira were destroyed, which is said to have been caused by excessive current from circuit breakers. Our correspondent, Oluwa Shonibare, reports.
From the crowd, fire truck and smoke, it does not take a genius to place what has transpired here. What is important, however, is the damage the inferno has left in its wake at the K2 sawmill in Lagos State, southwest Nigeria. Firefighters tame what is left of the flames, but there is nothing the traders can do but attempt to make sense of it all. Machinery, planks, and vehicles, all burnt. This man is said to have lost equipment worth 4 million naira. He gathers strength to pick up the pieces. For this man, he is too shocked for words to speak. Encouragement is all he needs at this time. Those able to comment, like this shop owner and the chairman of the Plank Traders Association, are despondent over the incident, blaming excessive current from the circuit breaker for the fire.
I'm not okay at all. This prepared meter is the one that caused all this problem. So from there, that is why everything scattered. Immediately that I heard that there is a fire incident in our side, so I called 999 and 911. That is fire service. They really try very well. Because if not because of them, all this place should have been in flame.
The rebuilding process begins in earnest, a sign that this day is not one for sorrow, but one that resonates defiance in the face of tragedy. Oluwa Shonibare, Channels Television News.
To another market in Lagos State, but not a fire incident, traders at the popular Olorunshogo market in Oshodi in Lagos have cried out to governments over its plans to reverse its demolition of the market. The traders claim that they legally occupied the market and have an approved building plan to show as evidence. In recent times, the Lagos State government has moved in to some areas with bulldozers in a bid to redevelop some places that are marked as criminal hideouts. Our correspondent Loretta Chiogo reports.
These are traders at the popular Olorunshogo market in Oshodi area of Lagos. They fear the government's bulldozer will soon come down on them, just as it did on Owonifari market recently, as it is believed the market is a hideout for criminals. The traders say a demolition notice has been served by the Ministry of Physical Planning.
We've been able to give them the building plan, which is the title that this place has. This place belongs to the local government. And for the fact that it has a building plan, it has a title, we are legal occupant in this place. And we believe the government is a responsible government. People came in here legally. A lot of people were allocated shops were allocated to people. It was duly paid for. People have their receipts. And to God be the glory, this place has a title also.
If actually government wants to curtail criminal and other sorts of things, chasing people away from a building like this that has a permit will bring more big time hardship on the people.
Olorun Market was built by the Onigbombo Local Council Development Area about 11 years ago. This petty trader recalls why she chose to trade in the market.
I want government to show us mercy. We've been told to stop trading on the streets, yet they want us to go back to the streets. Please, government, have mercy.
From the demolition notice, the market should have been brought down some weeks ago. But the traders bank on the building approval they have. They believe this will turn away the wrath of the bulldozer. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
To politics, then the judiciary and the South following the Supreme Court judgment that returned him as the governor of Rivers State. Nyesom Wike has been speaking on what he described as victory for the people of Rivers State. The governor expressed gratitude to those who stood by him during the 7-month court battle. He also promised to stay committed to providing the dividends of democracy. Meanwhile, the deputy governorship candidate of the APC during the April 11 governorship election, Honorable Asita, told Channels Television that while the Supreme Court remains the highest court in the land and its decision binding on all, he, however, is worried about the public perception of those who witnessed the election in the state and the way it was conducted.
I dedicate this victory to God Almighty and the cause of justice. We recognize the hard work, commitment and dedication of millions of Nigerians who are working towards a better and fairer society. The Supreme Court of Nigeria has sealed the justness of our cause. Just a little hand was rightly observed. If we are to keep democracy, there must be a commandment. Thou shalt not ration judgment. Today, we, the people of Rivers State, are beneficiaries of justice in its true measure. We salute the courage and determination of the Supreme Court of Nigeria to always uphold the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the rule of law in our democracy. Throughout this journey, I have solemnly affirmed our confidence in the independence and integrity of the judiciary as well as its unassailable rule and last hope of the common man. History, they say, will continue to vindicate the just. We thank the residents and people of Rivers State and indeed all men and women of goodwill for standing with us throughout the trying moments of the last 7 months. Let me especially appreciate our traditional rulers, chiefs and elders, our spiritual and religious fathers, women, brothers and sisters, and our politically conscious and economically vibrant youth. This is your victory. Your goodwill, support, and prayers provided an impetus for today's victory. I can never thank you enough. Let me also acknowledge the entire leadership and membership of the People's Democratic Party at all levels for the hard work that culminated in an electoral victory, which have been reaffirmed by the Supreme Court.
Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike. You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the Akwa Ibom State Police Command smash a kidnapping ring. Please stay with us.